On Friday, January 19th, 2024, a horrible tragedy occurred inside an apartment in Brooklyn, New York. Around 6 a.m., Bessie Kuravsky was feeding her infant twin daughters when she heard a loud bang. The sound came from the bedroom of her 11-month-old son, Binyomin. His father, Alex, rushed to the room and opened the door. "You couldn't see anything. I had no idea what it was. We thought it was a fire," Alex later recalled. The room was filled with steam. Binyomin was found unconscious in his crib, his body covered in burns. First responders transported him to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Just one day earlier, his family had recorded him taking his very first steps. Today, we're going to investigate what happened, why it happened, and what we can learn from this tragedy. I'm Ray Wolfarth, and this is the Boiler Room Detective Channel. Steam radiators are common in old buildings and are usually very safe. Steam flows through the pipes into the cast iron radiators and releases heat. In this case, the pipe connection between the radiator and the valve failed. Hot steam, well over 220 degrees, poured into the room and filled it within seconds. Steam exposure is dangerous for two reasons. First, it displaces oxygen, slowly suffocating a person from the inside. Second, when steam touches skin, it condenses and instantly releases a tremendous amount of latent heat. That's why steam burns are often far more severe than burns from hot water. The New York City Department of Buildings investigated and confirmed the failure was at the connection between the radiator and the valve. The medical examiner determined the cause of death was steam inhalation and thermal burns. Landlords routinely have professionals inspect their boilers. Heat emitters, the radiators themselves, are often overlooked. I spoke with the parents, Bessie and Alex, several times, and it broke my heart each time. They turned their unimaginable pain into a call for accountability and change. Working with New York City City Council member Farah Lewis, they passed Benzie's Law in 2025. Enforcement by the New York City Housing Preservation and Development, HP, begins in 2027. PD has published forms and a steam radiator inspection training manual online so radiators and supers can comply. It's my hope that bills similar to this are adopted in every state. I'll leave a link in the description above. According to the manual, here's what a proper inspection should include. Check for radiator cracks. Look for steam or water leaks. Check for corrosion or warping. Make sure pipe joints and connections are tight and not under stress. Inspect adjacent walls and floors for recent damage. Listen for hissing or banging. Operate the supply valve and confirm it works properly and isn't leaking. Confirm the radiator and piping have the correct pitch. 3 additional recommendations from me. Anything suspicious should be evaluated by a qualified steam heating professional. Never put a bed or crib next to a radiator. If the bed is across the room, escaping steam has a chance to cool before it reaches the bed. And lastly, make sure the radiator air vents are tight, installed correctly and upright, and not leaking. And remember the little boy who took his first steps one day and was gone the next. As boiler professionals, we have a duty to prevent the next tragedy. Inspect, maintain, and educate. If you learned something today, please like and share with others. This is the Boiler Room Detective Channel, Ray Wolfarth, and I'll see you on the next case.